Hello and welcome back to EXAPUNKS. Today we are going to work on the Wormhole, which is another competitive puzzle. Compete with an opponent to fill a network's hosts with your EXAs. If you keep on winning, they'll eventually have to accept that you're back. I never really left, but you kind of did. Enough to make them wonder about you. That's why you need to prove yourself again. Time to win. Bum bum bum. Alright, so here we go. To win this battle, you must fill the network's hosts with as many EXAs as you can. Note that each pair of test runs has its own unique network layout with bidirectional links between hosts that use the prime numbers between 2 and 13 as link IDs. Gain 1 point for every EXA you control in the network at the end of the battle. Lose 1 point every time you use kill. This is interesting, and this should be fun. So it's, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. I mean, we just need repopulation, really. So we want to link 800, mark here, something like that, and then we want to replan. I say replan. I know it's not replan, it's replicate. I understand that. Bear with me. We're gonna do replicate 2, replicate 3, replicate 5, replicate 7, replicate 11, replicate 13. And then on each of these ones, mark 2. What we're going to do is link 2, jump here. Okay, you understand? Now we're going to copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Except that we're going to, well, those should have been 13s. I don't know why. Not only does it not matter, I don't know why I bothered to fix it, or why I did it wrong in the first place. 3. Did I do too many? Because we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. I guess I did. Okay, so let's check it again. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. That's right. So we're going to replicate a bot at each prime number. Try to jump the link, and if we can, we'll jump the link and start populating. I don't know if that's going to be enough to win. Let's find out. 81 wins. Pretty cool. 1 draw. Yeah, I'm really good at these competitive ones. But yeah, basically, jump to the node, create 6 bots. However many succeed will advance forward, create 6 more, and they'll just continue to do that forever. And I guess some of these guys, if they survive, they jump up to create 6 more. They could potentially survive again here and jump up and create 6 more there. So, whatever. It ended up 81 wins, 1 draw. A rating. Pretty good. You still aren't saying anything in the chat room. Don't you think they might want to hear from you? Nothing for me to say. I have a theory. You're enjoying it. You get to be this mysterious silence presence. I understand the appeal. Haha. Welp. Sure, okay. Hi, Moss. I'm sure you're reading this, even though you've been lurking. I may have won this time, but we should rematch. Why, your computer still broken or something? No, but I was distracted. Uh-huh. By a solar eclipse. What? Bullshit. Yes. Smiley face. There we go. TEC EXA-blaster MODEM. Find new hosts for Ember 2 by exploring and mapping a data phone network. I've collected a lot of data now, but my understanding remains incomplete. What are you trying to understand exactly? Everything. I need more processing power. Open network is getting harder to come by. Luckily, everyone's buying personal data phones now. Thanks, computer center. Let's get me into those. So, this is interesting. Using your modem, connect to each database so that Ember 2 have a list of valid phone numbers. Each data phone contains the list of the owner's contacts, file 200. The phone number of one of these data phones is in your host files. Okay. While the rest are in the contact list of another data phone. Note that each data phone, aside from the rest, will appear in exactly one other data phone's contact list in such a way that you can find them all without getting stuck in a loop. Okay, I don't like this. Because we don't know which one this is. I understand what we have to do. And I can do it. God dang it. I just don't want it, okay? I think they're all going to be like 800s, right? Copy, filed it down. So there's that. So we jump in there and we dial the number. Boop, done. And now we have this. Do you understand? But here's where it gets a little bit complicated. Now I want someone else to go in. Because if he dies, we can't complete this loop. So we need somebody to grab this file, read out the number, I guess we have to replenish as look, I don't know. And then somebody down here is going to link 800, grab 200, seek 1, and then at rep 11 copy F to M at end, and then test in a file. True jump A, and then he's going to send it out again. I'm just trying to decide what to do now. Ooh, I have an idea. Make somebody to look. Okay, I'm getting there. Hold up. This is going to make sense very soon, I promise. So, you grab your file, you get in the modem, you dial the number on the file. You create somebody here who will attempt to jump in and grab a file. Okay. He's going to skip the number, copy this to the local network. But first, we need to make somebody else. That needs to be a false jump. False jump back up to A. And we'll replan B. So he makes a new guy, skips the name, sends the number out to the local network, tests if it's the end of the file. If it's not the end of the file, go back up and do it again. If it is the end of the file, I guess jump end. No, jump down, and I'll put like a mark down here, and no, we'll put mark down right here. Okay, but otherwise we need this mark B here. And so the B is going to make a file at rep 11, copy network to file, at end, seek -11, link -1, and jump dial. I think that did it. No, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. But I thought it would. So you grab that, you jump on your modem, you dial the number, okay, create a new bot, you jump to the end, delete your file, and you're done. The new bot jumps in, grabs 200, okay, creates a new bot who makes his own file, and you start sending the number over the network, okay. So -11, -1, jump to dial, copy file to dial, okay. Oh, I see. I see. You have to hang up this first. Which is fine. That's absolutely fine. That's just something we forgot. And we're gonna do that, and it should work. So, what I want is the markdown. He fails out. He jumps down. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Again, grab 200. Mark B. Okay. You're gonna add 1. Well. Copy 0 to X. Add X1X. And then seek 1, do that thing. Fail jump, you go back to A. Create a new bot, add 1 to X. Okay. The problem is having them all dialing at the same time. That's an issue. And I don't really know how to solve this because there's no real way for us to test if a connection is valid or not. But I feel like it's what we have to do at this point. Well, no, it doesn't work though, because if he just waits, if he waits till the first guy is done dialing, and then tells the next guy to hang up, if the first guy was correct and dialed the right number, that's going to sever that connection. I don't know how to fix this. And that's the problem. I do not know how to fix this. I could maybe copy the file, jump back here. Oh wait, is the modem... This is my modem. Yeah, so that's fine, I think. So maybe we need to copy the whole file. Not exactly what I want to do, but it should be something I can do. So that kind of means we have to get rid of all this again, unfortunately. Okay, I have a lot of marks here. We'll see what I decide to do with them. But for right now, grab the file. Link to 800. Dial the number. And we're going to replan a look. So you're going to link 800. Link -1. Kill link 800. Okay. And then I guess replicate an A. Mark A. Grab 200. And basically what I want to do is I don't know. Just fucking mark copy. I don't know. I just don't know. Mark copy. Test and a file. True jump. End, perhaps? I don't know about this whole jump end thing. Yeah, that's not going to work at all, because he's going to find this right, jumps back and try to kill him, but he's not going to be here anymore. So he's going to end up killing himself. So that's a problem. This is one of those ones that just has all these tiny issues where there doesn't seem to be a way for me to know if something's been successful or not. And that's a super important piece of information, unfortunately. So I don't know what I can do now. If every contact just had one, if I was just doing this in a cycle, it would be cake. Absolute cake. But that's not the case. What I can do, you create that new guy and then you just void M. You're just gonna wait for something that's never gonna come. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so the new guy will link, come back, kill me, go there, create a fellow of his own, grab the thing, test for the end. If it's the end of the file, if it is the end of the file, you're going to true jump end, and down here at mark end, you're going to copy -1 to the network, and that should be it. Okay. Otherwise, copy file to the network, jump, copy. Mark A is going to make his own file, number 1, mark right. He is going to copy local network to X, test X equals -1, true jump, escape, mark escape. At this point you would link -1, seek -999, seek 1, and I want to say jump dial. I mean, you're gonna have to copy -1 to dial. Then you're going to D, man. So you're going to copy -1 to dial. Then you're going to at rep 11 copy file to dial. Then you're going to, I guess, like at rep 5 nop at end jump D. Like that, you're going to keep doing that until somebody comes along and kills you. What? Cannot be nested? Oh, whoops. I gotcha. My bad. Okay. But if it's not -1, then you're going to copy X to file and just jump right. That could be enough to work at this point. Like, I could have a solution here. Let's just play it. Nope. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Okay, so what happens? You do your thing, and now you're just waiting. That's open, okay. What happens here? These guys, he goes back, kills them. That's fine. Okay. Now he's going to grab 200, which is also fine. He's also created his own man. Now these two should be creating a perfect 4722 replica. 4722 6587913 6587913, and then Samantha Morris, we got this. Okay, 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so you found your end. You're going to copy your -1 over to the local network. You're going to copy it to X. You're going to find that it is X. So now you're going to escape. True jump escape. Link there. -91. Seek 1. Sever the connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That did connect to the host. So you nope, 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 and then jump D. Okay, so the mistake I made. I need to do this replicate look again. So after we nope here, we replicate look, and that should do it. If it's successful, he jumps back and kills them, and they do it again here. If it's not successful, he dials a new number. Works. They copy the file, he dials in, kills them. Copy the files, dials in, kills them. Copy the files, dials in, kills them. I'm trusting that this is my modem and I don't have to clean this stuff up. Seven, 8. I was wrong. I can't leave this stuff on the modem. Shit. Shit. I mean, you can see what happens. We've left all this stuff out here. I could create like delete bots at the end. I still have 38. So we link back, kill, replen clean. Okay. So first off, who jumps end? True jump end. It does that. So I'm just going to put a little halt here so you don't get into this nonsense. And then mark clean down here. And this is where it's going to be fun. So it was 400 and then I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get the total of 8. So we are going to and we need to copy that 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to just call these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we don't really need that. right? Because this bot exists. So we created a clean bot, okay. So, and then clean bot creates 8 of his own bots. So we're going to mark 300, and then we're going to copy 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 of those. So, first things first, you're going to grab 300 and wipe. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then these guys. This is a little bit of overkill, like we don't need all of this. This is sort of just making sure. 99 out of 100. This is just kind of brute forcing us, making 100% sure. I could just have a bot doing it. The problem is because I have to command them in order. I just do them in reverse order. Yeah, forget about that. Let's clean this up a little bit. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do it this way. Grab 4, 7 and wipe it. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Copy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's actually 5. 3. That says 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9th one. So we do 4, 7. Then we do 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, 400 itself, and then finally 300. So it's going to create this cleaning bot, and initially he's going to try to grab 4, 7. He's going to fail. He's going to die. But at the end, when they're all stacked up, I will show you. At the end, when they're all stacked up, it's going to fail because he doesn't exist exactly. What? Try this again. Okay. I think I see the problem. I think they created the clean bot right there. And what needs to happen when he marks end, which he does right there. So he's ended. You, sir, are writing to the disk. Okay, so he drops, you jump escape, you link -1, 1. I think here is where we need to replen clean. That's what I think. So on the escape. So we'll get rid of it here. And then on escape, you do the link -1. And then here you can replen clean. I think that'll fix it. So now I can alt tab to here. What? The fuck happened? Nothing. I don't know why that stopped there, but regardless. Oh, it wasn't there. I needed to click here at the wipe where he actually found 407. So yeah, there you go. And still failed. What the fuck? Actually, what the fuck actually is happening here? Let's run this through again. I'm not sure why these failures are happening. They do their thing. Okay, they're in there. Okay, so they do this whole thing. Da 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 da. Boom, he's dead. Why is 27 failing? File ID not found. Oh, he hasn't dropped it yet. Oh. Dials this all out. Flashment look. He dies because it doesn't exist. Jumps to D. Seeks the one. Cannot repass on the file. Makes sense, actually. So, like, I want to, like, add rep 15 no op at end and just hope that's good enough, but it's not. But because I don't really care about count, that actually does. Oh wow, I didn't know that. So it actually does matter, these. So you do like 17, and now you're at... And there you go. So it's still not enough. How close is it? Without running the whole damn thing again, I can't really tell you. But I don't think it's really going to matter because this last file could be as big as it needs to be, and it wouldn't ever matter. So these, like, they would have to be perpetually creative. I'm not sure how to... Oh, son of a bitch. I'm not really sure how to fix this. I mean, obviously I can send the guy back here again, but that now requires communicating over a global network. Which I'm not a huge fan of. But it feels like what I need to do. So you're going to link to -1. You're going to you're going to, I guess, mode replicate a freaking B, I suppose, and then link to -1 again, and then you go to the beginning of your file, seeker 1. This is going to be the other guy. This is going to be like mark B. And like mark D is going to be up here. But you don't need to seek 1. That's not true. You need to seek 1. You're going to jump B. And then copy frickin' M to dial. Okay, and you are going to at rep 11 copy F to M at end. Okay. And then I guess at rep 7 no up at end jump D, I suppose, and then this looking fellow at look -1 kill, like -1 kill, and then like 800 twice, and then somewhere in there we need to do a mode as well. I guess here. Work. Nope. Not gonna work. So they get here. He jumps back. Goes to the beginning of his file. This guy is what? What are you doing? You're waiting. You sever the connection. You're now waiting. Oh, they're both on local. Why is that? They start on local. Okay. This is interesting. They start on local, they do the thing. Okay. Ready to go. They're on global now. They don't need to be. I guess they need to start on globals. Work. Nope. Didn't work. Ooh. That's interesting, because that's actually done, except that 300 is sitting here. That's so close. Like, that is so close. Let me watch this real time. Okay. So they're making a copy of this file. He's done. He dies. Link to -1. Switch to global. Create a new guy. I think I have an idea. Add here, after you've done that nope, test and a file, true jump, down? I haven't used down yet, cool. Here I'll add the halt, mark down, link 800, kill, grab 300, wipe. Work. Nope. Ah, damn it. And this is another one of these things. Okay, so we're here. You've gotten through all your nopes. What is 27 doing? 27 is waiting. Oh. Okay. No, don't do that. Wipe. Then link 800. Okay. So delete your file, link there, kill him, grab your file, wipe it, and we're done. Holy shit, what a puzzle. I'm afraid that this is going to be one of those that it works here in test case 1 but won't work for all of them. I'm afraid of that. But there's a couple things I want to point out. Number one, 98 out of 100 at this moment. And the talk through isn't all that complex. There was just a lot of bugs in the way I did this. So he grabs this file, he links to 800. He dials the number. We know 300 is a working number. He dials the number, and then he just tries to void M, waiting for an instruction that's never going to come. But before he does that, he replans look, which tells a guy to search here, see if there's something to kill. Or no, search there. If it worked, go back, kill him. Go back, kill him. Okay, he doesn't kill himself. I thought if there wasn't anyone else there, he would kill himself with that laser, but no, that's not true. Alright, so he goes back there, switches over to local mode, creates a new guy for himself, grabs the file. They copy the file, which takes forever. Okay. They copy the file. Once he realizes he's at the end of the file, he sends a -1 to this guy, which tells him it's over, and then he kills himself, leaving that file on their phone, which is perfect. And then the other guy will realize it's over, jump to escape, which says let's go back to the modem, switch to global again, create a new guy here, jump back to the computer, and then he's now going to go back to the beginning of his file and start giving this guy phone numbers. And they're going to start dialing these phone numbers, and when one of them hits, like that one did, he's going to do the replan look thing. That guy's going to look, find the connection, kill him, jump back, kill him, leaving the file on our computer, which is fine. And they just continue to repeat that. If the connection's not here, the guy looks for it, he just dies, it's fine. And they move on to the next number on the file. Okay? And that just repeats for all 8 of them until eventually I've made it so that the guy here has a waiting period, and if he gets to the end of that waiting period without a looker finding the connection, coming back and killing him, then he knows it's the end of the test, and he actually deletes his file, jumps forward, kills the guy here, grabs this file that we know is going to be sitting there, and deletes it as well. And that works for one test run, but not the next one. Why not the next one? It's hard to say. So they copy, they do the thing, dial the number out. You can't find it. He's just noping. Test the end of file. No, it's not the end of file. So he jumps up, gets another one, starts sending a new number to that guy. Okay. Find the host, looker finds it, kills him, jumps out, switches to the mode, creates a new guy, makes a new copy, okay. It's all fine. Everything's great. Seeker can't find it. Test the end of file. No, it's not the end of file. Jump back up. Give him the new number. He does find it. Kill him. Kill him. Okay, jump in there. New file. I'm not really sure what the problem here is. Copy the thing, okay. It's the end of the file, good. So he dies, jumps back, switches to global mode, creates a new guy, jumps back. Speaking of the file, seeks one, sends in the number. Connection refused. Oh. Oh. That seems fucked up. I want to see something here. Where are we at on that? Okay, keep going, keep going. Keep it going. Okay, jump back. Create a guy. Dial the number. Connection refused. So, each data phone, aside from this, was experiencing one other data phone's contact list. in such a way that you can find them all without getting stuck in a loop. But we find that one, and the only number on this file isn't a valid number. Look at this though. Oh, that's 300. That's not what we're looking for. I want to see 402. 472 6111 2008. Yep, that's the one. So what I think this means no. What I think it means is that one of these first two files has more than one valid number on it, which is what's breaking this. And that's such a big problem that I pretty much have to start over. Because the way it's working now, I look for a working number and then stop looking. This changes everything in a really extreme way. And I simply cannot right now. 3 is fine. 4 is fine. Everything 5 is not. So yeah, I think there's something going on here with these. I only got 6 out of 8. So yeah, that changes it in a very fundamental way. So I am going to stop playing for now, and we're going to have to rethink this from the ground up. Alright, I have been thinking about this one for about 24 hours, and I came up with what I think is a good idea, but I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and try it yet, so that's what we're doing now. So we will grab the file, jump to the modem, dial the digits. I think I'm going to just wipe it right here, and I'm going to get rid of this as well. Okay, and basically I have two options here. Do I want to transfer the entire file or just the numbers in the file? And I'm not entirely sure, but we will do that. We'll replicate an A here, and I'm going to mark A, and what we're going to do is link 800 add E1 x1x, and then grab 200 void m, copy exa. And then we're going to send, or like a mark send, I guess. And what I want to do is seek1 at rep 11, copy fm at end, jump send, I believe, is what we want to do. Okay, otherwise you are going to, we know we're at the end of the file, so at this point we need to I'm going to mark here because I think I can use it. And I'm going to mark kill down here. Okay, so what do I want to do? I want to copy 1 to m, copy m to x, test x equals 8, true jump kill, otherwise at rep 11, copy m to dial at end, jump here, but I think what I want to actually do is mark here instead. Okay, it didn't work so well, but why not? So delete your file, you replicate this guy, he jumps over, you put 1 in the global network. Oh, we forgot to hang up. Okay, that's fine, I think. Is that fine? That's probably not fine. Yeah, I forgot we have to hang up. So we get that back. So we do actually have to copy the file. Okay. I had two ideas. One was this, where we would take the information and dial it. Would work, except that we have to hang up. The other is to copy the file. So I don't necessarily want to wipe it. So we're going to replan A, who's going to jump in oh shit. I don't know if I said it or not, but I only had a half an hour to do this, so I'm a little worried now that we screwed the pooch on this a little bit. Alright, so let's, we grab the file, we jump in, we dial it. And this is going to be replan A. I know it's not replan. Okay, and then let's mark A. A is going to link 800. Grab 200. and then I guess wait to give the command. So you're going to void m. You can seek 1, I suppose. And you can also add a x1x and copy x to m. That's fine. And then you're going to at rep 11 copy file to m at end, and then you're going to test end of file. False jump up and I think markup right here. Otherwise, copy -1 to m. Wait. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. Okay, so you create that guy. You're going to want also test end of file. False jump A and B. If we're not at the end of the file, mark B. We're gonna just do this again. If we are at the end of the file, seek -99, copy 1 to the global, copy global to x, test x equals test greater than 0, I suppose. No. Test of x equals 8. True jump kill. Mark kill, and here's where we're just going to wipe. Copy -1 to dial, and that's it. Okay, if it's not -8, test x greater than 0. If that's true, true jump, I guess copy, and here we're going to mark copy at P11, copy M to file, at end, jump shit. Okay, no, that's fine. Because we're going to copy x to m before sending the new number. Jump where? Mark C. Jump C. So he jumps back up there and again starts to test. The things. Okay. If it is not greater than 0, then we know it's -1. So we should copy x to dial and that just means that he's I'm going to put a halt here. That just means that he's done, that we've copied the file over. So we copy it over, we hang up on him, and we jump B, I guess. Does it work? Nope. We are in the second one though, which is interesting. So like that worked there and also got him into here. I'm super curious about that. So he dials the whole thing, creates a new guy who goes over there. Okay, and then we're going to start trying to recreate these numbers. So we should end up with 2 numbers here. So we get that number. Okay, so we get 226 587913. Good. And then we get 6679 2219. Alright, so we got the numbers. That's cool. You copy that over to global and halt. It's not 8. Oh, I see what's happening here. I see what happened. We replicate the new guy, but he takes this -1. And so it's going to end up equal to 0. How can I fix that? Because I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to copy m to x. Pretty good though. I mean, we got it doing what we need to do. If we change it so that instead of copying, instead of copying x to m, if we just copied the number we want it to be, a 1 and or a -1, we'd be fine. Except we would never really know when to stop. But let's just make that change and see what happens. So we copy 1 to m. Any copy to M is what I want to see. Okay, so we don't copy X to M. We just copy a 1 to M. And let's forget the little addy we did. Okay. And let's see what that does. Yeah, look. We've got them all, but he's still standing here. So what I want to do, and I think I can do this, so he's going to seek 999. This is where he dials. Okay, this is where he hangs up. So this is where he hangs up. Okay, so seek 999, seek 1. Okay. Whoa, shut up. That's my 10-minute warning. Seek 999. Is there a way to only do something one time? I feel like there probably is. But I'm not sure what it would be right now. Yeah, I just need a way to tell him it's over. I could send it 3 times. Yeah, forget about that. Get rid of that seek. This is working. Yeah, okay. So where are we at here? Mark C is going to be the test. So we're not going to do this copy. Test M. Okay. So where was my addy 1? Where was that? It was somewhere with A. Wait, M here. Addy X1X. Okay. So you're gonna copy X to M. test x equals 8, true jump down, mark down, copy, copy x to m, and then just die. Otherwise, twice, because if it's 8, we only want to send it out once. If it's not 8, we have to send it here and here. If it's -1, we have to send it 3 times. Work? No! Damn it. Why not? Look at X. Oh, okay. I see. I see what happened. And I don't know how to fix that. He ends a file. I think we need to change these 8s to 9s. And basically, when it's true, he's going to add x1x. So when he hits an end of the file, he adds 1. And once he's hit the end of 9 files, he'll know it's true. So we could change it. They no longer need to communicate that information back to him anymore. But I just wanted to see if it would work, and it does not. So what I need to do now is test if x equals 9. Okay. Now, you seek 1. Wait, what? What? You get replanted A, you link grab. You void the M that he sends you. That's good. Seek 1. You don't need to test your own X. That's not true. So you void his. Copy 1, which is good. Do that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Son of a gun. 5 minutes. Alright, so we dial it in. Create a new guy. Test send a file. Add 1. We finished a file. We go to the beginning of our file. And we copy 1 to him. You, sir, are waiting for that. So you void it. Skip the name. Now you guys copy the number. That's good. Okay. Test in the file, no. Jump up. Copy the number again. This time you're going to test in the file. Copy -1 to M and halt. You. Still testing your own thing, that's fine. Oh, do we still need to... Okay. We do still need to do that twice. That's fine. Copy. -1M. Work. Oh my god! It worked again. No, stop. Stop. Sit here. Come out. Sit there. Work. Yes! Ah! It worked one time! It worked one time! Son of a bitch! I had it working one time before. But again, this thing... Copy the number, go in there. Okay, you're in there. You're getting new numbers. Okay, you only got one new number. And that's not a correct number? Oh, it's the same problem as before, right? It's the same freaking problem as before. Oh man. I had a solution for this though. He needs to test the end of file. If it's false, he goes up and jumps it again. Yeah, that should be fun. Why wouldn't that have worked? No, come on, stay in there. I got 2 minutes. So wait. So yeah, you get 2 numbers here. Okay, 2 numbers. Okay. So he does this one. He opens a connection. That guy goes in. That's fine. Then he dials this. No! Oh, shit. He has to hang up in between. Test end of file. If it's not the end of file, he needs to... mark D. He wants to hang up, but he can't because he can't get the new file from this guy. The first one is a success. The first one's a success. There's a guy in here. But without the connection, he can't send it. There's no way this is going to work. I'll write it out just to show, but copy -1 to dial. False jump needs to be D instead. And then you watch, he'll do this. He won't, there you go. He can't get this information. Not that it seems to matter, because that's still, this number still didn't work. But there you go, I'm stumped again. See you guys soon. Alright, I am back once again, and believe it or not, it has been 1 full week since I last played. The last video that I have here is August 30th, to put a date on this, and today is September 6th. So yes, exactly a full week. And actually the timestamp, oh wow, the video from last week I started recording at 1:31 and 45 seconds. This one is 1:42 and 8 seconds. So yeah, almost exactly 1 week since I've last played. And that is how stuck I have been on this puzzle. But I have a new idea. And I am very hopeful that I can figure this out. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just get rid of everything and start from scratch. And I'll tell you where the idea came from. I was thinking about it this morning, and I was really flustered at the idea. Like, I never know when a call has been successfully made. And that was the biggest problem, because I didn't know when to hang up, really. Like, I can hang up any time, even if the call wasn't successful, but if the call was successful and I hang up, then I can't get the information from the files over here. And if I wait for the replicant to traverse it, discover that it's real, and come back and send a signal into the global so I know it worked, waiting for that global would be something I do infinitely if he died, if the replicant died trying to get across the gap that doesn't exist. So I didn't know what to do, but I sort of remembered that there was some way that I could check to see if I could send something through the global network, and I didn't remember exactly how it worked. I thought it was test to see. Give me 1 second. Let me see what it actually is, and then I'll explain what I thought it was. Okay, to test to see if you can write to another EXA without delaying yourself is what I thought it was. And I'm like, maybe I could make that work if that's what it is. And so I went through both magazines trying to find this information. And I ended up finding on page 16 of Zine 1, test MRD, if this EXA could read from another EXA without pausing, set the TJ register to 1, otherwise set the register to 0. So what I can do is dial a number, have the replicant go and try to see if it opened, and then I can test to see if I could send something to the global network. Is that right? Let me look at this again. I want to make sure I'm actually understanding this right. If this EXA could read from another EXA without pausing. So the replicant is going to have to link 800 and then copy something to the global network. And what he is going to test with MRD, which is mread obviously, is whether there is something waiting in the global network to be read. And I think that's going to be the key to finishing this. So I'm super optimistic, but what I want to do, just as a complete lark here, looking through Zine 2, there was like letters to the editor and there's ad space, and I'm just super curious if these are real at all. It's possible that they are real and this isn't the place for it, but I just wanna try it out. And somehow I'm not seeing it here. Am I in the wrong zine? No, it's page 16 of Zine 2. According to the index. Okay, so what I want to do, just for the heck of it, just to see what'll happen. Let me turn my light on. I'm going to copy 6 to dial, and then I want to go ahead and do this, and then we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and basically I'm just going to dial this number on one of these ads and just see if anything happens. I don't particularly think it will, but this is something like I feel like somewhere in the game I probably can do this and get a result, but I just don't think this is the place for it. But we'll do it anyway. Dial that number. Connection refused. Okay, that's fine. That's what I expected. So, yeah. We are going to, first and foremost, I want to mark kill down here and just throw a wipe up, and we can get started with this. Add rep 11. Copy file to dial. Add end. Okay. And then we're going to replicate A. And we're going to go ahead and mark A down here. So what you're going to do is link 800, copy 1 to M, okay? I feel like I should noop here and see if I can read something. My question is, how do I want to store these numbers or not? What I would like to do is put them at the end of the file, but I don't know how to get back to where I was. So in this instance, I will have brought myself to the end of the file. But if we pick up this file and copy 2 numbers to it, then I can't depend on that. So I would need to know like how many spaces are left in the file. And I could do a counting loop, but I want to keep X to count how much contact we've made so that he knows when to kill. True jump right, and then I'll just do a mark right up here, which we'll do at some point. But as of now, so we link over here, we dial this number, create a replicant, and we're going to noop while he does that. And now he's going to test, could I read from M without interruption? And that's a 1. So yes, he could. Okay, I'm just curious if I could just get away with 1 nope. He could. Okay, so yeah, we can get, because they're happening on the same timestamp, we can have just the 1 no op. And that's fine, I can live with that. So now the question is, where do we put the information? I can clean this up a little bit, but I don't particularly want to. Okay. I just wanted to see what was going to happen there. That should probably actually be a false jump, really. Void M here, and then we're going to I'm curious about a little bit of something here. I'm having some ideas. I'm not talking a lot right now. I'm sorry for that. But we're still trying to figure out how to know where we are. And I have an idea, actually. Believe it or not, I have an idea. So what we're going to do, we're going to dial the number. Oh, okay. I know. I'm seeing some nice things here. I'm seeing some nice things. I can do the cleanup I mentioned earlier while also adding this new thing. So we're going to replicate A. We're going to seek -11 at rep 11. Void? No, that's not right. What's the command? Z number 1, come to my rescue. What is the command I'm looking for? It is. It's void F, actually. At end, and okay. So you're going to do that. Meanwhile, you're going to get rid of that. And I think we can actually also get rid of this. Yeah, I think that'll work. So, at this point, he jumps across, he dials the number, creates a replicant, jumps backwards by 11 digits, which is how long the number is, and then he clears out the number that he just dialed. And he's going to do that every time. Successful or not, he's not going to try that number again. Okay? Then he will test if he could read from global. If he cannot, he'll jump up, he'll dial another number. If he can, he'll jump into this writing phase where he copies the new number to his file. The only thing I think I need here is just a seek. I just need a seek. No. I just need that. Go to the end of the file and do that and write it there, just so we're not accidentally overwriting anything. Okay. If he fails, he goes to hang up, where he will hang up, go back to the beginning of the file, jump up, dial the next number. Okay, so the only thing I really want to do copy that stuff to file, jump right. Okay, you, sir, you copy the number out, test the end of, if you fail, no, I don't need you to fail here. I need you to true jump down, I think. So you're gonna jump copy, but I need you to true jump down. So, and I guess just mark down right there. So test the end of the file. If it is the end of the file, you can jump down, copy the 0 to the M, and halt. Otherwise, no, the seek 1 is there. The seek 1's up there, so I probably could have kept that as a false jump, actually. Let me look at this again. False jump copy. Okay. So you send the 1 out to let him know you've arrived. You skip the name, you copy the number. Test for the end, if it's the end of the file. If it's not the end of the file, you will jump up, send him the 1 to let him know you're ready to go. Skip the name, copy the file out. If it is the end of the file, you'll send a 0 out to let him know to stop, and you'll kill yourself. Okay. You test for the equal to 1. If it's not, you'll hang up and get a new guy. If it is, you go to the end of the file, copy the number in, jump back up, test again. The only other thing, when we hang up, addy x1x, test x equals 8, true jump, kill, work. I feel like I've done everything I want. Okay. Test run complete. Now, I've been able to complete test run 1 before. Can I now complete test run 2? So far, looking pretty good. Come on. We're so close. We've done it! Oh, baby! I did it! Feels good. Feels good. Alright. So let's try to do a talk through. Let's talk about what had changed before. In the past, when the file got read, that meant there was a successful connection. So he would keep dialing until he got to the end of the file. And once he got to the end of the file, he would test to see if anyone had found a connection. And obviously somebody would have. The problem was, if we had a file like this, where there's 3 numbers, if True Life Counseling is one of these 8, that connection would open, and the new replicant would just sit in there and just wait to start sending out the information, which was fine, except that EXA could not stop and wait to see, or could not stop and check to see if this fellow survived, because he would just be sitting there waiting forever if he didn't survive, because a dead EXA cannot send a signal. So what he had to do was just keep dialing the numbers. The problem with that is, if this connection's open, he can't maintain another connection. We can only have one connection at a time. So if this connection's open, and this one is also one of these 8, it would come back as a failed connection, even though it was a correct number. And I could not simply hang up on a number after dialing it, because I can only send information across open connections. So I had to find a way to see if an EXA survived without locking up EXA, and it turned out that test MRD was that way for me. I was able to test if I can read from the global network without waiting. So that means that somebody out there is sending a signal. And so we'll dial a number. We go back, we delete the number we just dialed. And then we would test to see if anyone is sending a signal. If somebody is sending a signal, then that means the connection was successful. So we will go into this write stage and start adding things to my file. I have it here where we go to the end of the file and we add the new numbers in. So immediately, as soon as somebody's sending a signal based on this test MRD, once that's happening, we're going to go to the end of the file, we're going to take all his information before we move on, and that's just what continues to happen here. We continue to take all this information until the new guy sends the signal 0 saying that he's done. He doesn't have anything more to send us. Once he does that, we will go to hang up, where we'll add, okay, we got information one time, and once we've done 8, we know we're done. So we'll jump kill. But then we can hang up, go back to the beginning of the file, and start dialing again. So what that allows us to do, and I could probably show it in action, but it'll be a little hard to see exactly. But what it allows us to do, going back here, if we dial into True Life Counseling, EXA is going to go, he's going to delete that number, we're not going to dial the same number again, and then he's going to test for a signal. And in this case, True Life Counseling is a correct one. So he'll get the signal. He's going to stop what he's doing. He's still going to have these 2 numbers in his file. So he'll jump to the end of his file. He'll get the new information. We'll say it's this one. We'll get these 2 new numbers from True Life Counseling. Add it to the end of the file. So now his file has these 2 numbers plus these 2 numbers. When this replicant says we're done, he will then jump back to the beginning of his file, which is going to be Tom Murphy, and dial this number. If this one's also correct, he'll again jump to the end of his file. He'll add on whatever else he needs to. So his file could be, infinite digits long. but he always has that option to see if there's more information incoming, and if there's not more information incoming, he'll just either move on or hang up and move on, depending on where he's at. But that is your solution. Only took me about 8 days to figure it out, but I got there eventually. Bam. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Cycles is fantastic. Some of the best cycle counts. And I don't know. I did clean up. There was 2 things I saw that I wanted to clean up. And I think I cleaned up both of those. So I don't know if there's a little bit more I can clean up or not. But either way, this is a really good cycle count, and activity is obviously fantastic. So very happy with both of these. This one, you know, it's in the average region. Could be better, but I'm plenty happy with where it is, and I am ready to move on to the next puzzle. There's a ton of data phones out there. Not very powerful individually, but tied together they work somewhat recently. Is that what it said? I'll just be very distributed. Is it? Won't that be slow? Slow. If you want to talk slow, let's talk about signals in that biological brain of yours. Let's continue. Okay. Anyone here play an instrument? Just the kazoo? I'm serious. And the triangle. I want to start a band. A hacker band. I have a ukulele. Ukulele. I can't play it though. I don't listen to any music that's not techno. I haven't decided the kind of music yet. I just thought it'd be fun. We could do a show at Hackstasy. Ha! If you wanted everyone to leave, maybe. And there you go. Oh, meeting with Isadora. Hello. And learn something troubling. Okay. Absolutely not. Did something happen? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Incest? Oh, okay. Never mind. Gee Louise. Okay. Fake reality. That sounds oddly familiar. Has someone told me this before? Yeah? Oh my god. Wow. Wait, what? Is she serious? What is this word? Oh, cool. I mean, probably, yeah. Okay. So many questions. Last stop, a cult, and her in the middle of it? I just need to take this one moment at a time. I'll drive myself crazy if I try to figure it all out now. So my mom got me one of those data phones. It immediately started acting all slow and hitching up. Ha, of course. I had a look. Turns out there's a bunch of weird X's running on it. So I cleared them off with some X's of my own. Now Mom thinks I'm great because I fixed her crappy data phone? Oh, that's nice of you though, I guess. There we go. So we're gonna stop a nuclear bomb and then repair our eyes, apparently. So that's pretty cool. Another phone number here. Okay, we did that. I'm a little bit curious about where I could use those numbers in the ads, but you know, maybe I can't. Maybe that's not something I can do. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I am very mildly tempted to only have this episode uploaded, but I'm a little bit too honest for that, so I'm gonna put together all 3 parts and upload the whole thing, as you will have known if you watched to this point. Please join me next time when we stop a nuclear bomb.